Thank you again for all your comments, and I want to pick up a few. Tony Dick has got a very good point. He says, I have a question. Why do these allegations of sexual impropriety appear only when the accused is running for office against left-wing politicians? Didn't it occur to these people to seek redress immediately and not wait for a decade or several? Donald Trump found himself similarly accused recently, supposedly a case going back several decades, so long ago, in fact, that the alleged victim couldn't remember the year it happened. The case was brought just before the 2020 election. What a coincidence. Congress in the USA pays out millions of dollars to victims of sexual abuse at the hands of US politicians. It is almost as if they treat such financial damages as a normal cost of running the country. Well, I've got a good answer for this. The decision to contest an election and seek political prominence, the decision to become the representative of the people is a reason to name these individuals, both in the mayoral election in London and with Trump. It's one thing to scurry around in the bowels of number 10 and as an advisor. It's quite another to be in the highest political office in the country, whether that's Prime Minister or Mayor or whatever office one's seeking. It's one thing to be successful on a debased reality TV show, and quite another to be representing the nation, the people, their aspirations, their real hopes, for people to put confidence in somebody who has a shady background. I think anybody who has knowledge about these sort of things probably should come forward. It's there's a big difference between being seen on television and representing the people politically or religiously, morally, whatever. I think that is why people have waited, and it's not easy to come forward with stories of allegations about impropriety or whatever happens. Once you come forward, you are pilloried, and you are the source of all this sort of bluster from people who say, well, why did you wait 10 years? As for the ULEZ issue, the pro-pollution party, as usual, says Dan the Smith. Very good. Groper or not, says Anon UK. I wish people wouldn't be Anon. Says Anon UK. Groper or not, can you see any Tory winning in London in the present climate? Andrew Francis, 3591. I took a walk. This is lovely. I took a walk from Chingford to Walthamstow via the Crooked Billet roundabout a couple of years ago. My clothes ended up stinking of diesel fumes. I'm robust, but my chest was aching. This is my old stomping ground. It's almost as bad as it was in the 1960s. Very few cars are affected by ULEZ, another press blow of the unpopular but necessary reform. Both Conservatives and Labour, even Boris Johnson, were in favour of this. ULEZ, maybe it doesn't go far enough to really reform and change the quality of air around our capital. But I must say, as a non-driver, I do find it increasingly difficult to get lifts in and out of the capital, and I find I'm increasingly relying on public transport, which doesn't work. So I think if we really want ULEZ to work, we need to improve our public services.